What's up, Moon Lords? It's Jason Alexander back here again with another AMC financial astrology update video that we do each and every week. I'm very excited for this up and coming week starting on September 13th. But if you didn't watch my moon phase analysis video that I put out yesterday, that's where the excitement is for me this week, is what's happening with the moon phases. And it's the foundation of everything that's going to be set up here today on this analysis. And the foundation for this up and coming week looks amazing. Welcome to the Market Moon Lord, where we merge the matrix with the stars. I'm your host, Jason Alexander, the Blue Moon of Neptune, here to help you navigate through the illusions of life. So what I have on the screen right now is Monday, September 13th pulled up, market open, and hey, it's looking good, guys. All right. The very first thing I see that I love to see is this moon conjuncting AMC's Mercury. Not the last time, but one of the times this happened was on May 27th, and we had 35% increase. Okay. So I'm really feeling the fact that the moon is conjunct Mercury over here, because we guys know whenever AMC is getting powerful moon energy with Mercury, we tend to get positive price action. Now the Mercury over here is making a square to Jupiter, but I told you guys last week that Jupiter is expansive and Jupiter is exalted for AMC, like meaning it's in the best position. So it's really strong, and Jupiter is considered super lucky, and it just wants to expand things. Okay, so this Mercury aspect square to Jupiter is like more fuel to the fire for upside, especially since the moon over here is conjunct Mercury. Now, one of the big things I want to talk to you guys about this week is what's happening with Venus. Like I told you guys last week, when Venus goes over the North Node for AMC, I expect some major big moves with that. Now, we talked a lot about last week, and we called it out perfectly. I said that AMC is going to be making some major branding changes. I've been calling that out for 2 weeks, and you guys saw that AMC just dropped a advertisement campaign and a type of campaign I've never done before. And that's what I mean when AMC is making major transformations for the aesthetics of the company. Now, we have to remember that Venus naturally is conjunct AMC's ascendant. So this stock is very potent for Venus action. Okay, and Venus got a lot of action last week, and it's getting a lot of action this week. Now I have to mention Venus is at its fall, meaning it doesn't want to be in Scorpio, and it just went to Scorpio. However, Scorpio is super powerful. Scorpio does its thing, and I don't see that as a negative for the stock. If anything, I see it very transformative. Venus rules money, Scorpio rules power and resources. Okay, and the North Node rules destiny like energy. So I told you guys last week I was super excited for this coming into this week, and we are here. Okay, it's going to be going exact probably on Tuesday, maybe on Wednesday, but it's close enough for it to have an effect right now on the 13th of September, coming in on market open. Okay, so that's what's up. That's very sexy. Now Venus, in the stock market, it represents the aesthetics, it represents branding, and it represents mergers, relationships. And so Scorpio represents takeovers or things, people pulling resources together. So having this up here, I do expect potential news for some type of merger activity, or at least more talk in that direction. But it looks like it might actually happen, some type of merger or some type of new agreement, new branding, new aesthetics is happening for AMC. And another thing I would say is Venus rules like abundance, having fun, enjoying time. Okay, it rules the artists, so it's very correlated with AMC stuff already. Okay, and it being on top of the North Node is like destiny like energy. So I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people are going to the theaters this weekend, if we're going to get some record numbers with attendance and that kind of thing. Major transformations happening with AMC with those aspects. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is what's happening with this Mars. Mars is at the 29th degree of Virgo. You guys know the last degree of any sign, the last degree and the first degree are the most powerful. So Mars is coming out Monday with a bang. Okay, 29 degrees in the sign of Virgo, and what is it doing? It's making a 0 degree trine to AMC's Venus and the ascendant. That is beautiful for lots of attention on AMC, lots of positive attention on AMC. Beautiful for them making serious changes to the company, to the aesthetics, to the branding. It's all there and it looks very, very powerful. Now, the square to the sun that we're getting right here, not too worried about it because that's just forcing AMC to take action. That's forcing Adam to take more action, okay? It's just action, action, action when it comes to Mars. Mars is a warrior. It's going to war. It's trying to win the battle, and it's trying to be the best at all times. Trust me on that. Now, the sun over here is making a square to Mercury, and I'm okay with that, okay? Because remember, when Mercury's getting an aspect on AMC, it tends to be a good thing, okay? And we look at this Mercury, it's got a 0 degree square to the sun, 0 degree square to Neptune that's been there taking care of things behind the scenes. And then the moon right here is conjunct Mercury, okay? So all very positive energy for AMC. Typically, whenever Mercury gets hit, positive. So I'm expecting big news. Definitely has to do with the aesthetics, definitely have to do with the branding, definitely has to do with some type of merger activity right off the bat. Monday looks very eventful, and I won't be surprised if we get some news over the weekend. Okay. Oh, and an aspect that I didn't mention that I really like is what's happening with this Venus is not only conjunct the North Node, but it's making a trine 0 degrees to Neptune that's in Pisces, okay? And that's very, very sexy energy because Venus is the artist. It's trying to transform into Scorpio, trying to transform something. And Neptune is all about, adapting, making fantasies come reality, very creative like energy. So yes, I expect AMC to also be doing something very creative in the near future, and it's probably going to get revealed to us this week. So lots of things are probably going to get revealed to us. One thing I have to mention is Saturn is getting aspected by the sun. I'm not too worried about it, even though the sun and Saturn don't really like each other. There's just a lot of positive action in Scorpio energy with Venus coming here. And the square or the positive sextile to the sun just kind of tells me that, this could be like an opportunity for AMC to make some type of deal, or to kind of go to a next chapter on a deal, like the next phase of a deal, okay? And it also looks good for Adam. I wouldn't be surprised if Adam has some good news about himself or about the company soon, okay? So let's jump into Tuesday. So Tuesday gets really interesting. Now, the moon just switched from Sagittarius to Capricorn. Now, there's been times where the moon did this and we got a reverse effect. However, I do not think that's going to happen on Tuesday, September 14th for AMC. But it is there, okay? And it's also getting a sextile to Neptune. And remember, this second time we get a hit from Neptune. So Neptune right now is aspecting Venus and the moon, which is very positive for really doing creative things, okay? Really doing new, unique things for the company. And the moon is in Capricorn of building, of structure, bringing in something into physical existence, okay? So another indication of something creative coming to the table for AMC, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna get news on that this week. And then what I really like is Mercury sextiling Mercury. Like, that is sexy as F, okay? Because again, Mercury loves to get aspects from the moon and loves it even more when it gets aspects from itself, okay? So expect news on Tuesday. Expect a lot of chatter on AMC on Tuesday. The Mercury's in Libra, which is all about beauty and aesthetics, branding. Mercury wants to fine-tune everything and make everything better, okay? And there seems to be some type of balancing act going on, where maybe there's something that AMC needs to balance out, because it is happening in the sign of Libra, and Mars is going to be joining the sign of Libra the following day, and it's going to be start conjuncting its AMC's natal Mars. Okay, so lots of energy on AMC right now. The sun is still making a sextile or a square to Mercury, and now it's making a sextile to the midheaven, which is very positive for, the company management making major changes, because the midheaven is in Scorpio. Now, the midheaven is lit right now. It's got a square from Jupiter. Again, Jupiter is just expanding things for AMC, because Jupiter is exalted, very strong, very lucky for AMC. A sextile to the sun, management making changes, management doing work behind the scenes, because the midheaven is in Scorpio. And Scorpio is very behind the scenes type energy, okay? And so is Neptune, and it got a perfect trine from, or with 1 degree off, but pretty much a very tight trine to Neptune working behind the scenes. And then look at this sextile to Pluto, still working behind the scenes. Trust me, AMC's got some stuff up their sleeve. Okay, they're probably working on a lot of projects at one time. They're probably trying to get a lot of stuff done at one time right now. Venus is pulling up on this north node. I'm waiting for it to hit 6 degree later this week, which is going to be pretty exciting stuff. So Tuesday looks good. Monday looks great. Tuesday still looks good. So far, I'm definitely feeling what I'm seeing. Okay, so it's been a long time since I said anything about pre-market, but I think Wednesday, September 15th, may be a really good day to be up on pre-market. I'm going to be up on pre-market that day because the moon is doing all sorts of things on the stock right at 4:30 a.m. So if I look at the moon over here, it's the opposite the moon, all right? So moon opposite moon, that's extremely bullish energy, but remember, oppositions are opportunities, but sometimes they're obstacles, okay? Now, the moon is also conjunct Pluto. And Pluto is a very extreme energy. And Capricorn, I'm not going to lie, is more of a cutting energy, okay? Because Capricorn gives you a lot of restriction, okay? But it's still a lot of energy on AMC. And maybe you shouldn't be up on pre-market because maybe pre-market we might see some serious like manipulation, and they might drop the stock and try to create some type of panic before market open. However, it still looks like an opportunity at the same time, and I do like it. And again, this is very transformative energy because Pluto likes to transform things. Okay, so coming into Wednesday morning, it looks 4:30 a.m. It looks extremely interesting, extremely interesting. Now, one thing I want to mention is both Jupiter has a square to Mercury. Even though it's super strong, it's still a square. And this Jupiter has a square to the midheaven. So there's 2 Jupiter squares going on. And I have to mention that Jupiter has a lot to do with legal matters and justice. Even though it wants to expand things and give people abundance, it also wants to keep the law and the principles. Okay. So there could be some type of thing happening with AMC legally that may not be favorable for the actual company. However, Jupiter is a type of sign that even if it's a bad situation, if you have a strong Jupiter, it won't be that bad, okay? So if there's any FUD going on to create some pessimistic energy, don't fall for it because this is a good recipe for that type of thing, okay? But overall, this is an opportunity with the moon opposite the moon and a conjunct Pluto. So we'll have to see what happens on market open or pre-market that day. But let me go to market open. I just realized I had at 4:30 a.m. and the pre-market opens at 4 o'clock. Okay, keep that in mind. Now I went to 9:30 a.m. on September 15th, and we have a lot of blue lines coming in. Let me check these Mercuries. Mercury is so lit this week. My gosh, Mercury is getting a square from the sun and a square to Neptune, which Neptune's been there for months. And then the sextile to Mercury. So I am feeling that, all right? There's a lot of energy on AMC this up and coming week. A lot of conversation, a lot of news around AMC this up and coming week. I can guarantee it. Now, Mars is 0 degrees in Libra. So remember, 0 degree is a very powerful degree. Mars is nothing but energy, and Mars is making a very positive, Mars is making a very positive 0 degree trine to the ascendant. That is more than likely very positive, and a lot of energy just going towards AMC. AMC making a lot of moves, just trying to be the best. AMC wants to be the top dog, and they might make a statement this up and coming week, okay? Especially with the trining of Venus at the same time. And this Mercury that for AMC is getting the trine from Saturn, and I'm not mad at it, okay? I'm not mad at it. It's positive trine. This Saturn over here is no longer getting aspected and was getting aspected the whole week. So coming into Wednesday, we have less Saturn energy, more Mars energy, and I like it, okay? Because Saturn could be more of a cutting energy, especially when Mars is involved. But when Mars is kind of doing its thing by itself, I just see that as plain old strong energy, a lot of force behind AMC coming into Wednesday. Okay, now Venus is 1 degree away from becoming exact on the North Node, and I'm looking very forward to that. So let's jump into Thursday. Okay, so if you watch my moon phase analysis, I told you guys the big full moon pops happen 3 days before or within 3 days before, and sometimes it can happen 3 days after, but you have to have an uptrend on the actual full moon for it to last afterwards. Okay, now coming into Thursday, I really like what I'm seeing Thursday. Way less red, way more blue. The very first thing that pops up in my head is what's happening with the moon. Look at the moon. It's conjunct. First of all, it's between Pluto and Saturn. This is like a sandwich with the moon right here. It's just like straight vibration in between it, and very powerful vibration in between it at that. Now the moon is in Capricorn, and it's it's not debilitated Capricorn. It's in its fall, opposite of home. Okay, so it coming to the 28th degree is a very powerful degree of that, because it's almost like a bang type energy, but it's making positive aspects to Venus 0 degree conjunction, and it's going to go 0 degree conjunction on the ascendant later that day on September 16th. So this is looking like it's lining up to be one of the best days of the week. And another thing we've been talking about this whole time is when Venus goes direct right here. Okay, so all that merger, all the branding, all the aesthetic changes could be coming full circle, where we get this is like, oh, this campaign generated way more people come to the movie theaters, or hey, we just was in talk with GameStop and it looks like we actually are going to do business, or hey, we're accepting cryptocurrency. There's something big happening this week for AMC. Especially I'm looking for Thursday for it to be the climax. Okay, and it's within 3 days of that full moon. The full moon is on Monday, but the move can happen the prior trading days within 3 days. Okay, so Thursday is very good for full moon energy. Friday is better for the full moon energy, but it could come on Thursday, and the stars are looking really good for that. Okay, Venus is it's on top of the North Node. Venus is already strong. When Venus goes on top of the North Node, and then the moon is on top of the North Node, or on top of Venus, I like it. All right, lots of very positive Venus energy, and my guy Mercury is doing his thing. Look at Mercury over here, 0 degree sextile to Mercury. Let's go. So Mercury's looking way more solid, because it was getting a lot of squares early on the week from the Sun, and the Neptune square has been there. I'm not worried about it. But the sextile to Mercury, 0 degrees, is a very climax energy of just like whatever the good news, catalyst like news. Okay, so there could be a catalyst coming in for us on Thursday. If you guys know anything that's happening to AMC around these dates, please drop it in a comment and let me know what you guys see, what you guys are thinking with this. But yeah, this is looking very, 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 very good. And then the sun's making a 0 degree sextile to the midheaven. So yeah, this is more like news like energy. AMC making major moves for major transformations. I love Thursday. I will be very, very surprised if we drop on Thursday. I'll say that right now. I'll be very surprised if we drop on Thursday. It looks like a very good opportunity for a rip. Okay, so let's check out the end of the week. Okay, so I have Friday pulled up, September 17th for AMC. Friday is looking a little fishy, I'm not gonna lie, but overall energy is still pretty good. I know we have a lot of contracts expiring on the 17th of September. So I'm sure we are definitely going to have to look out for some type of market manipulation, some attacks. But one thing, the big change that I see happening on Friday is Venus makes a a trine to the moon, which is very, very, very positive, and it's during when the Venus is on top of the North Node still. Okay, so very positive action. Mercury is still 0 degrees sextile to Mercury, also very positive action that we just spoke about. The moon is now trying the ascendant. Very, very, very good energy. Now, one thing that kind of makes me a tad bit nervous, what happened to the sun? The sun is now square the sun, okay? So that to me can be turmoil, okay, coming into Friday. But at the same time, the sun is in the sign of Virgo, which is a very stabilizing energy. So if there is a little turmoil, I don't think it's going to be that bad. But that is to me kind of a big deal, getting the square to the sun like that. But it's still making a nice sextile to the midheaven, so I'm not too worried about it. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it at there for AMC's DD. DD you can't get anywhere else. I appreciate you guys for watching this video. This week on AMC looks great. We could get some very catalyst-like news. We're also coming into the full moon energy, coming into Thursday and Friday, but the following Monday is the actual full moon, which we can see lots of pops. Now, if you guys want to understand the setup of this full moon and what we need to see on this full moon, or on Friday and Thursday, what we need to see a full moon pop, I explained in the other video, okay? Because there's certain indications that will tell me if we're going to see a major pop on the following Monday, the September 20th, on the full moon. So watch that other video. So I'm gonna leave it at that. You guys let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys see. Let me know if you guys disagree with me or agree with me on this up and coming week. And if you guys are aware of any news that I'm not aware of, because I'm not aware of much, just let me know, okay? I'm very curious. So if you guys like this DD and want to see more of this type of content and haven't subscribed, simply subscribe. And if you want to show support, I would appreciate it. All you gotta do is hit the like button. And if you are a Moon Lord and you're not in our Discord, you're missing out. Check us out at the Market Moon Lord. And this is it. This is where we're at. So congratulations to all the diamond hands out there. RIP, all the paper hands. Hey, we tried to tell you it is what it is. Only the strong survive out here, and scared money don't make money. So you're watching the Market Moon Lord, where we merge the matrix with the stars. I'm your host, Jason Alexander, the Blue Moon of Neptune, here to help you navigate through the illusions of life. Until next time, peace.
Jason Alexander, the Blue Moon of Neptune.